We create this reality. We create our individual reality and we create the entire reality that we experience together. And we create it from the quantum first, and then it becomes real. The game makes you create reality based on programming and making you believe that you don't have the choice. Think about it. From the time you are little, you are forced to get up, to be on a schedule, go to school, get a job, and do all these things you don't want to do. But you're the one doing them. You're the one getting up. You're the one doing it. And what happens is this takes away our agency. It takes away our power. It takes away the feeling that we have that we create everything, because we are. We are creating our own reality in the quantum. So whenever you have critical parents, or whenever you have childhood trauma, or whenever you have all these things, they add to it. And because you have this learned helplessness in a way from society rules and having to do all these things in order to just survive, you think you have no choice because all you're dealing with is what you see in reality, the physical manifestations of it. Sorry, my dogs are misbehaving. So you have only the physical to go off of. And if you're not spiritual, you don't know that you are creating it in the quantum, and therefore you feel trapped. But you're not trapped. You are the one creating everything. So the way to fix it is reprogramming your brain. They tell you in the medical field, they tell you at the doctor's office, oh, you've got to come do this. You've got to come. Like, they call me now. I have a master's in healthcare administration, and they will call, and they don't even give you a choice. You have to schedule your annual. And there's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with my kids. But it's gotten to the point where everything is so controlled. And you don't feel like you have any agency. Oh, I have to do this. Oh, I have to do that. And therefore you do it. And the way to take back your power is to start reprogramming your brain and to start listening to yourself and restating over and over and over again. I just watched a clip where this scientist is saying we have a choice. We don't have to choose the bad feelings. We can choose another feelings. We can do all this other stuff. And it doesn't feel good and it doesn't feel right away because of the programming. So there's that resistance in your nervous system. But we do have the choice. And we just have to reprogram ourselves and remember we are source consciousness creating this reality in the quantum first before it becomes real. So if you remember that, and you can say to yourself over and over again that I am worthy, that I am the one in charge, that I'm the one that has the power, you start to reprogram your mind. And you start to reprogram your nervous system. And when you reprogram your nervous system and you remain calm, you can see all the options. And when your mind doesn't start creating all these scenarios, and when your mind doesn't start creating everything and all these expectations of outcomes, then your higher self, your source consciousness, can magnetize and create the reality that you want. So you can go from manifesting or attracting, whatever you want to call it, money or shoes or clothes or anything you want, the situation that you want, because it all comes from inside and it all is created in the quantum first and then in reality. So start telling yourself, start reprogramming yourself. You are in charge. You are source consciousness having a human experience. You don't have to do these things. You have a choice. Isn't it amazing that this game we created for ourselves actually uses our own power to suppress our own power. It uses our own consciousness, our own power to suppress our power by creating something we think we have to have or something that we have to live. It's crazy. It's absolutely I mean, it's kind of smart if you think about it. Like, what better way to control a population than to make them think they have no power when they're the ones that are actually creating the reality? It's just like with the everything going on. We fuel the economy. People fuel the economy by buying and selling and trading and going to work. And they make it so you have to go to work, and they make it so you have to buy these things, and they make it to where your nervous system is always dysfunctional, because if you have a dysfunctional nervous system, you can't manifest crap. And they make it that way on purpose so that they can have this reality like this. And I don't want to say it like in they, good or bad, because it's all us. It's all us coming down here and making this reality through ourselves, and so that we can have this experience. But once you realize that you can control your nervous system, that you can control your body, because the medical system is completely set up. It's a business. It's a for-profit business. Go look at all the pharmaceutical companies. Go look at look at their quarterly profits. They have to have quarterly profits in order to satisfy their shareholders. That's how it works. So their business is making you sick. That's what they do. So we don't believe that we have any agency or control over our bodies, and we take the pills and we do everything. But we do. And when you control your nervous system, and when you control your mind, and you realize that you have the power, that's when everything changes. And if we get enough people to do it, the entire reality, the consensus reality that we all agree to, changes. It's freaking amazing.